It is 8:50, just coming up to 8:51. We will bring you the very latest on the situation in Nottingham this morning that we've been talking about for the last half hour or so, as soon as we get it. More on that coming up in the next few minutes.
Yes, 8:51, good morning. When it comes to Britflix, The Full Monty was one of the biggest hits of 90s cinema.
It tells the story of a group of unemployed steelworkers from Sheffield who form a male striptease troupe to make ends meet. Troupe, isn't it?
As you do, troupe, it's a good word. Now, the original cast have reunited for a Disney Plus series, which picks up the same story, but more than 25 years later. Have a look.
I know you lot from somewhere. Strippers! Are you still doing it?
What do you think?
All right, kid. Haven't seen that much of each other for a while. Maybe make up for lost time, eh? Thanks, Dad.
Everyone has their ups and downs, right?
When was the last up? It's about destiny.
She's doing all right.
Like you know. Somebody's got to look out for it.
Who the hell are you to give out parenting advice, eh? You don't even have any kids.
What about you? What are you proud of in your life?
He ain't got two pennies to rub together, has he?
I just hope for your sake you don't wake up one day and realise what you've missed.
Do you suffer from anxiety?
Bloody well do now.
Who really cares about their future? What's out there for them?
Go big or go home.
This is going to be the greatest comeback.
Game on! Get back here.
Give us a crisp.
Love you, mate.
Looks pretty good.
Looks great.
Wim Snape played Nathan in the original film, young son of Gaz, who was, of course, played by Robert Carlyle. Also in the new series, and join us now. I mean, you've had the most incredible experience with the film and now this. Just talk us through what happened in the film and who you like, what that was like in your life, and now being part of this.
I can't really put it into words. It's like the most surreal experience. So, you know, I was 11 when we did the original film. I'd never done any acting before, wasn't really interested in any acting. And then this came along, and the casting director came to school and said, you know, would you like to be, you know, in a movie? And kind of put my hand up. And
Look at that, there you are.
a movie, you know. And then it was nobody knew that the film was going to be as successful as it was. And it kind of, you know, blew up, and it kind of, you know, put me on this path, this acting path that I'm on still today. So, yeah, incredibly fortunate. And then to get the call from Simon Buffoy and Roberto Pasolini that we were going again, you know, mind blown.
Yeah.
I was going to say, when you did it all those years ago, what, 25 years ago, it was an amazing cast. It was a great old story. But when I guess you're in the midst of it, you just kind of hope it's okay, right? You never expected it to get this whole new life, and it's kind of bred this whole new thing, hasn't it?
For sure, yeah. I think as an 11-year-old boy, when you hear about a movie, you think well, all movies do well. You know, all movies, you know, go on to this great success. But apparently not, you know. You know, movies do end up on people's shelves and never get seen before. So for me, it was amazing. But also, you know, it's so warm. It's got so much heart and community.
Sorry, I love these pictures.
Oh yeah.
So these are the original pictures that your mum took.
Yeah.
And then you've recreated them.
Yeah. So my mum was my chaperone back when we did the original film. And I brought in the pictures when we were doing the series. And towards the end of filming, we were like, we should just recreate some of these. So, yeah, here we are.
Had you seen any of the other actors in the time in between?
Yeah, a few of them. Yeah, so me and Steve Hewison, Mark Addy, Paul Barber are kind of kept in touch sort of sporadically over the years. So, yeah, but I hadn't seen Robert Carlyle since the sort of the press kind of after it.
What was it like seeing each other 25 years on?
Well, he didn't recognise me, for one.
Don't blame him.
In his words, you know, there was this quite tall, bearded man coming at me with a purpose, and I got quite scared. But yeah, you know, very different relationship, because obviously I was 11-year-old at the time. But he's just, you know, the most generous, genuine, you know, incredible man, you know, to be around. And as soon as we, you know, we got on that set and our eyes met in the scene, it was just like, you know, father and son again. So, yeah, crazy.
Tell us a little bit about how your character has developed over the years, because Robert Carlyle's character is a little bit naughty at times. I'm getting strong suggestion from the fact that you're wearing a police uniform that you become quite a lot more sensible.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the original film, Nathan was always the parent. You know, he was always the guy going, we shouldn't be doing this, this is wrong, this is, you know, we shouldn't, you know. So anyway, and that's not changed as he gets older. Yeah, he becomes a police officer, and he just sort of creates that barrier between him and his dad, you know, goes, look, I don't want to do this anymore, and the only way I can do that is to become a police officer, so you can't force me to get into these harebrained schemes, you know.
And this is a series, isn't it? It's not a film.
Yeah.
What does that change about how you make it? Does it feel different to be making a series?
As an actor, the process is the same. I mean, I feel like I'm in such a unique position that I was able to go back and watch a film that I did at 11 years old and look at what Robert Carlyle did and look at what Emily Wolfe did, who plays my mum, and take certain characteristics from then and try and embody them in my performance, like you would do as you know, as you're growing up with two parents. But with this series, you know, it being, you know, we had 90 minutes to make the movie, we had 8 hours, you know, to make this series, and we were able to delve a lot deeper into these characters and where they are in society today.
And will there be moments in it that make us smile still? Because I know actually a lot of the content is quite political, isn't it? You know, the film certainly had quite a lot to say about the time, but it was really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's what Simon Beaufoy and Alice Nutter, the writers, do just incredibly. They get that balance between what these guys are going through and the humour that this community has. You know, it's like that famous saying, you know, if you can't laugh, if you can't smile, what's the saying?
If you can't laugh, you'll cry. I don't know.
That's the one. Yeah, if you can't cry, you'll laugh. Anyway, it's that.
We'll go with that. We'll go with laughing.
We'll go with that one.
Any surprises in it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Go on.
Any you can tell us?
No.
Give us one.
No, I've got my rep from Disney over there giving me dead eyes.
Let him have one.
I can't say anything. Let's just say there's a nod to the actual strip.
Okay.
Does it hang? Oh, that's an important question. There's a nod to the strip.
Yes.
What is a nod to a strip?
So does that
I
mean
don't
everyone
even
keeps their
wanna know.
clothes on?
Everyone keeps their clothes on.
Everyone keeps their clothes on. We've heard that already, haven't we? We had a report from the set.
Yeah.
They don't do that again.
25 years on, people might be pleased.
I mean, I think 25 years ago nobody wanted to see it. So why they want to see it, you know, now is beyond me.
That's the surprise. A nod to a strip. Take that. We're going to leave it at that.
Yeah. I don't want to get into any trouble.
Wim, thank you. Really
Thank
nice
you.
to see you. Thanks very much.
And you can watch the full Monty on Disney Plus from tomorrow.
Yeah, you're watching BBC Breakfast. The time is 8:59.